Hello and welcome to The Embrace. So, once again, I've been called to do a single message. I thought that at this part of the week, whatever day I'm posting this, I believe it's a Friday, I thought, oh, the videos that I'm posting on Friday, they'll be pick a card readings, and then the videos I'm posting on Wednesdays, they'll be collective readings. But I'm a very intuitive person who isn't, right? We all have intuition, but I've been called to just really lean into it lately. I lean into my intuition heavily these days. And when I went to do a pick a card reading, it just wasn't happening, which is to say that when I said, oh, how many groups should I do? I got to one. I'm like, all right, what about two? What about three? What about four? Nothing. Nothing. The only thing that spoke to me was one. uh, so that's what we'll do. We're going to do a single message for, I guess, whoever needs to hear this. There's this, I don't know the exact quote, but Daryl Anka, the person who channels Bashar, said in an interview something to the effect of, you speak what you're called to speak, you do what you're called to do, whatever it is that brings you your excitement, you fulfill that role. And even if there's only one audience or one person to experience it or to take something from it or to see it, whatever, that person is the most important person. And I remember when I heard that, I was like, it changed a lot for me, is all I'm trying to say. It changed a lot for me in my approach to the things that I feel called to do and that bring me my own personal excitement. And for that reason, if it's a single reading, it's a single reading. If one person sees it, one person sees it. If no people see it, I've seen it. So maybe it's for me. All right, so let's get into this. I've only been called to use two decks. I haven't been called to use my dice. No, I'm not called to use my dice. It's just three decks. So let's see what we're going to get out of it. The first deck here is the Lantern Oracle. So let's see what comes out of here for us today. For us, maybe this reading's for us, if there's only one or two who see this. Ooh. Lantern and the number 44. Consciousness is light. That's beautiful. I like how these lanterns make me think of like the scales. So balancing, harmony and peace to be found in the center. Okay, let's keep going. All right, now I'm called to pull another oracle. This is one that's about colors. Can you see this okay? I think you can. Okay. Every time I record, I feel like it covers more and more. Like the space that it's able to record gets bigger and it confuses me. It must be something I'm doing. All right, so this is the color, or I don't know what this deck is called, but it's to do with colors. Ugh. Mauve. All these flowers are so pretty. Enjoy clear hearing. Okay, so it's a lilac color. It says mauve, but it makes me think of the crown chakra. So, I'm even thinking of the chakra above that. I can't remember what it's called, but your ability to receive messages. So clear hearing is to know, not only to receive the message, but to interpret it, to understand it, and to trust it. That's what I'm getting from that card. And it's such a pretty color. It feels peaceful. Yeah, it feels peaceful. And I like that. I'm sure you're all aware. Well, or if not, I have two beautiful, perfect colleagues that like to interrupt every now and again. But hopefully the interruption will be minimal. All right, and now we're going to pull some tarot here. I'm so tempted to like use charms, but when I think, maybe I am going to use charms. Maybe I am going to use charms. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back. I don't know if I said that. All right, let's. Oh, I love this. This card makes me think of soul tribes. And this is what, yeah, this is beautiful. Something that makes your heart sing, but not something like an experience, connection with others, finding your soul tribe finding you, a completion, pieces of the puzzle fitting perfectly together, all different and unique, but just perfect together, gorgeous together. Good times, fun, authenticity, emotional connection, and oh, there's two that always confuses me. Well, the top one for sure. Oh, yeah, good times. Bottom one? Yeah, the bottom one. Wow! This is such an amazing reading. And we got the Seven of Wands on the back of the deck, which makes me think persistence. Persist. Whatever you're doing, persist. This card, I'm pretty sure, is going to really help you. Help you. And consciousness is light. Yes, consciousness is what brings forth everything. Everything. Because when you're conscious, everything changes. And yes, there are levels to consciousness. You get a little bit of it, you get a little bit more of it. And it can be painful because there's parts of you that have to sort of, they've had their time at this point, right? And they have to make way for this more conscious version of you. And so that means they have to go, they have to die, basically, is the word I don't want to use, but it's the only word I can think of. But not it's like a phoenix thing, right? It becomes ashes, but it's like this fiery bird, and it's a new version of itself, and it's even better, and it's just this glorious thing. That's what it's making me think of. Consciousness is light, and the more that you embrace your consciousness, you nurture its ability to present itself to you and to become you. You know more and more and more of what you need to do. You understand everything that's coming your way to usher you onto what it is that you've asked for. And you understand what's worth asking for as well. You're building, you're constructing thought forms which will have a profound impact on the space within and therefore around you. It's highly influential energy. It's calling to you good times, good people that understand this, but you've done this independently. You're happy just as well by yourself, or you will be. And this happiness and this growth and this expression and creativity will lead to wish fulfillment that will involve others as well. Okay, so you're perfectly happy on your own. But this isn't to say, and you're drawing in more people of that similar energy who've also have done this work, who are also very happy, seeking their joy and so on. And this isn't a feeling of, I don't need you, whatever. It's more like you don't need them. But it's not something that you think because you welcome their company. These spirit family, I wanted to say spirit beings. So maybe the spirit family isn't just what we might typically, I said spirit family, I meant soul tribe, but this is it. You're bringing your spirit family. Your spirit family is of all kinds of creeds and cultures, and I can't even say what I want to say. Just think physical and non-physical. It's a mixture, not physical, non-physical. Different, how do I want to say this? Just all kinds of beings can be a part of your spirit family is what I'm trying to say. And it's good times. I love this card right here. I love that. It's like, I found you guys. Hey, it's an uplifting energy, a union, a reunion. Yes, it's a reunion. That's so beautiful. And it required and requires persistence because you have to keep making the choice. Yeah, you have to tend to the garden, keep making the choice to uplift your consciousness, to proceed with a spiritual calling that will require choices that are not always easy to make. Okay. There's something else I want to say about this. There's something about something testing your boundaries, but I guess that is the right word. Something testing your boundaries, experiences, people, situations, something testing your boundaries, and you having to persist in the choices that you make, leading you to this elevated consciousness. And try not to be hard on yourself when you're not sure of that choice, because it's all leading there anyway, whatever route you take. There's obviously a more enjoyable and uplifting route that you can take, but every route's going to have its challenges, its resistances, and so on. And maybe sometimes you need to really get something through to you, like you really need to know something, and you'll let something test you for a little bit, and you'll even go with it for a little while until it's just too uncomfortable, and that's okay too. Oh, I just remembered what else card I wanted to pull for you. It's just a bunch of quotes that I have. So let's see. Ooh. Incompatible realities, timeline jumping. And I didn't write down where this concept came from. Now we begin. Yeshua. I love that one. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, that's a good one for you too. Okay, so incompatible realities, timeline jumping. You have made the choices you've made thus far, and not just actionable choices, but your choice in thoughts, your choice in vibration, your choice in perspective. Those choices that you have been making have been so significant, so monumental, that you're always jumping timelines. But this timeline jump is significant. Otherwise, this card wouldn't come out, right? Because it's like a duh thing. If this card is coming out, it's because it's significant. You've created for yourself, or you're embracing, or you're healing something within you that has to do with creation and creativity and so on. And so all these timelines that were likely for you, potentialities, most likely potentialities, have drastically changed because of this shifting, or shifting that you're in the, no, because of this shifting. I was going to say you might be in the process of doing it, but I think you've done it and you're continuing to do it. All right, let's read this Lantern card. Let's get into it. This is one of those choose your battle moments, so I'll refrain from that one for now. All right, let's get into it. So 44. And that's what you've been doing. You've been choosing your battles, which is to say, you realize when something just isn't worth your energy, or when something is just going to drag you down. You understand what some of those pitfalls are. I was going to say black holes, but pitfalls, just that you don't want to add momentum to. You don't want to exist in that space anymore. So you're like, I'm not going to fight for this, because by fighting for this, I'm asking for something I don't really want. Possibly okay, Lantern, consciousness is light. The Crone. Oh, because this book, I should say, is, I believe it's divided into three, which is the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. These Oracle decks are divided into those groups. The Crone has completed the circle of phases and perspectives pertaining to feminine consciousness. Yes, that's all the orange. The orange was drawing me to that because it makes me think of the sacral chakra, which is the womb. Okay. The Crone has completed the circle of phases and perspectives pertaining to feminine consciousness. Maiden, Mother, Guardian, and Crone. The lanterns hanging from the featured Crone's wrist illuminate her world with the clarity of having integrated her spirit self with herself. She has successfully released all of the illusory filters that had created limiting effects on her mind and fed the unhelpful aspects of the ego. The white light of love that the Crone is can now reach all that is within her periphery. Without judgment or expectation, she is now capable of objectively observing all with compassionate consideration and calm composure. All matters in life are neutral. Many are not conducive to the meaning and significance that we or others impulsively attach to them. When we view predicaments without emotion or the significance it holds for us, how things make sense beyond our personalization of them are illuminated. To separate ourselves from the drama. Okay, I apologize for all of those interruptions. I may be starting from the beginning, and I apologize. Okay. All matters in life are neutral. Many are not conducive to the meaning and significance that we or others impulsively attach to them. When we view predicaments without emotion or the significance it holds for us, How things make sense beyond our personalization of them are illuminated. To separate ourselves from the drama, assumptions, and heightened emotions is to see rather than react according to the underlying dynamics at play. This affords us access to the empowered capacity to choose whether to participate in what is being triggered or projected onto the situation. The crone has shown up to remind you that whenever you feel challenged in life, stop whatever you are doing to ask Spirit Self, what am I being invited to learn here? Each obstacle, moment of overwhelm and hardship offers necessary and valuable lessons to evolve us beyond being a match to it. Any perceived mistake, wrong turn, or regret plays a part in your pathway to insight and liberation. Please be assured that each currently perceived negative is a presently unlit lantern and therefore opportunity to see clearer. All that is needed is for the light to be turned on so that the obstacle can be recognized as the positive lesson, tool, growth, insight, or gift that it is. You are always met with the teachings in forms that match whatever way you are available to receive them at that moment. Each teaching is necessary for your learning of another better way in your progression. So each teaching is necessary for your learning of another better way in your progression. May you shine a light of your love into any lesson that holds a lingering negative charge for you until it transforms into heartfelt gratitude for and recognition of its supporting role in your evolution. Love is the only place from which to observe, be in, and reflect upon life. Proceed in the great neutralizing white light of love, where we may compassionately embrace all facets of ourselves and others. Crone's message. Awareness expands as we clear the darkness with light. Clarity transforms our perception into lanterns of insight that can illuminate a way for others too. So I feel like that's a perfect summary of pretty much what we've been talking about here. So that was perfect. So, all right, I think this concludes our readings. I'm not receiving anything else. I pardon for all the interruptions. It's my own personal lesson that I have to figure out and illuminate myself, balancing the things that I love to do with the people that I love, the beings that I love. And I think they chose the perfect beings to sort of force me to learn that with, because I think they're perfect and beautiful and gorgeous and I love them so much that I have to make it work. I have to figure it out because I also need to love, me and do the things that make me happy and excited and all that. And they're not separate. They're one and the same because I also love being their mom. So, all right. So this is everything. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope you have a wonderful wonderful weekday, whatever, night. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.